Thanks everybody again for coming. Really not a whole lot new. If you haven't seen, the forecast got dropped again last night over a foot, so now we're looking at 46.1, which should hit here sometime very early in the morning, right?
Well, this evening or tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and the latest, we're at 45.7, so 4/10 of an inch right now from that, so it's, you know, like 5 inches of water yet that we're gonna get. So things look fine here. I'll turn it over to Felix and Bernie, and they can tell you what they know.
Yeah, the biggest thing is not necessarily for St. Genevieve, but we did have a break at the Levee 2 district, right on their Riverside levee, right next to the new Bourbon port. It's not a big, it's a big deal to the farmers, but it's not affecting us at all because they was already flooding that area. So it's not really, we won't see any negative effect up here. With except we may have a little bit more water on our levee, I guess.
On the south half.
On the south half, not on the north half. But everything up here is working fine. Levee walkers have not reported anything out of the normal, so everything looking good in our levee. St. Mary's is having issues. They lost one structure early this morning. Got around their sandbags. They're still working on additional housing. I've just put in a request at we got a National Guard guy came in this morning. He just had me put in a request for some equipment and 10 personnel, and they already are on their way to St. Mary's out of Farmington, I think, or Festus. So they should be down there fairly quickly to help. They are having some issues on Caskey. Also, some sand boils and that. Of course, that if something happens there, that will affect everybody in some way. Nothing new on the north end that I know of. EMS did have to do we did assist EMS last night to go in and get somebody out of a sick person out of a house that was flooded in. We took the EMS gator up there and pulled them out. And other than that, there's nothing new on the north end that I know of. Emerald is now closed as of this morning. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few things, but that's all the major points that I can think of.
With Emerald closed, if someone wants to go to St. Mary from here, 32 out to 55 to Z?
32 to 55 to Z. When you get down to St. Mary, you hit the barricades, make a left and up over the top of the hill. And get over the top. I think it's 6th Street where you get off at, and then go around the old Prince Garner building or the Antique Mall and go down that way. You'll see them, they're working, all the working mainly right there in that same street that the City Hall's on. So, I'm heading down there after lunch to see what's going on down there.
I don't have much to ask. We worked on the floodgates, the seepage underneath. We got it slowed probably by volume, probably about 80% more than I thought we'd get. But we also used a bunch of more material on the other side that's got to be taken away. But anyway, that worked out fine. In the levee, like Phil said here, is we don't have any flags out there that we usually use to mark suspected areas or danger areas or where you're getting wet or some water moving, and we don't have any of that. Haven't found any, and we almost got all the water off the tow berm. The tow berm is, the levee comes down and the core for a safety feature for us to prevent sandballs has put an earthen berm 3 to 5 feet deep out, extended at various depths, from 50 feet to the narrowest, and it gets up to some places where there's more sand under it and more of a threat in the testing. They went as wide as 200 feet. So we have a good tow berm, and we can ride that now, but it's very soft. But there's no water moving. We do have a few spots where there's a little on the water from the pool is still on the tow berm, but zero, just really happy that we don't have even the seats out there that we found, so. That's great, and, well, nothing else, I don't think. I was something else I was gonna say, but I forgot. Anyway, I might think of it.
Okay. I would assume, I mean, a lot of the big question all along has been the gas company, but you guys, at this point, I'm sure are happy with what's
Very happy.
happening.
Very happy.
And you're not gonna do anything unless
Not unless
something
we
would
get a
go bad.
report, if we get contacted about seepage or what Vernon was talking about, we're not gonna do anything as of right now.
Okay, if everybody heard that, but they're good for now, and they're not gonna do anything unless something would change and go bad, so. Anybody else have any questions? Okay, I think we probably, looking at the crest tonight, maybe have, at least plan on a meeting tomorrow, and maybe that could end up being with, things should be going down tomorrow, and if things look good tomorrow, maybe that could be our last one, so. Somebody be here at City Hall all day today and all day tomorrow if anybody is in need of anything, so, just call and we'll try to take care of you. So, nothing else? Thank you, and,
I'm sorry I'm late. So Citizens Electric, we're going to have to, we just got a call from St. Mary's, and we're going to have to shut power down for some period of time. The Coast Guard needs to get on the water down on the southern part of town, so they don't want to do that with the main line on. So we'll try to get that on the radio and on social media, but like the care center on the hill, it'll be down for a while. And
In St. Mary.
yeah. So most of the downtown, well, even up on the hill at St. Mary's, most of that will be out of power for some period of time. It's just kind of all coming together right now. So
Did they say that was in support of Caskey, or?
the Coast Guard, the gentleman that called Citizens said the Coast Guard needs to get on the water to deliver and maybe get a few people out on the southern end, is what I understood.
But I think that's in support of Caskey.
Yeah, I don't know if it was.
Yeah.
They didn't specifically
The Coast
say.
Guard was there this morning, and that's supporting us. They didn't know anything about it, so it had to be the other crew.
So Caskey will be without power for a little bit too.
Won't affect pump. Nothing. Our power line comes from
No.
St. Mary. It won't affect us.
No, nothing to be affected up here. No, absolutely not. So anyway, just a heads up on that.
okay. Anybody clarification on any of that? Everybody understands really St. Mary's, not in Caskey, nothing up here, so. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Happy New Year.